felt like I had to be perfect. I felt like who I truly was something that people could never love. There was a part of me deep down inside that I buried that was trying to claw its way out and show the world that this is who I am. Take 352. Alright. I probably should not be showing this because the room isn't clean, but this is where I made the album. I remember like so many things would be different. Like when I first started the project, the bed was over here, the studio was in that far corner over there. My mom is gonna be so mad that I'm showing this room now because it's honestly a storage room. This is where Baggage was born. Baggage came from a big loss in my life, and I needed an outlet. I needed an escape.
Good afternoon, I'm Lauren Westbrook. We interrupt regular programming here on WAFB with breaking news regarding all Louisiana public schools. They will be closed starting Monday. We just got word from the state.
And I didn't have a job at the time, so I decided to beg my family for a laptop. I was just like, it's for college next year, I need it, but really I know it's just for music. After several weeks of begging, my aunt, she bought me a MacBook Air, and that's what started it all. Yeah.
I'm trying not to have these balloons in the way, Dan.
MISBAS stands for Maybe I Should Be a Stripper, and I think that title's a little ignorant now that I'm a little bit older and wiser. It's about the transition from adolescence into adulthood. For me, that transition was not easy. It was actually incredibly difficult for me because all my life I was sheltered and I was kind of protected in a way. And when I was finally graduating and I finally moved on to become an adult, I didn't know anything. For my 21st birthday, I want to be less serious and I want to be more grateful.
It's the moment of my birthday. Let's say hey to all my fans. Oh, wrong way, sorry. And you say it. And I want you here, up close.
I'm not blaming them, but the adults around me, they only really cared about singing-related things. I think I built a lot of resentment around singing because it was all I knew how to do. It was tough because the thing that I'm the best at is something that I'm slowly falling out of love with, and I think that's what the song is about. I finally turned in Maybe I Should Be a Stripper, and I just wanted to show you guys how many different versions of the song that there are. So when I record a song, I do several different takes and several different versions of it. So let me just show you. Okay, this is the file for it. Okay, this is the one that I used, the one that's in blue. And I literally just write anything for it. I just write anything. Play it one more time and I'm gonna catch it where... Okay. There's one more part that's confusing me and it's kind of making me off key. Can you play it one more time for me?
Hi, Dad. It's almost St. Patrick's Day, so I'll read you a part of a story.
When I was younger, we moved around a lot because my dad was in the Army. When you're young and you're constantly moving around, it's great to see all of the things that you would normally never see, but it really does a lot of psychological damage to you because you're constantly moving around, having to introduce yourself to new people.
I'm Daniel Jones, and I will be doing a part.
I remember like being so alone. I was so alone that I turned to virtual reality games. Video games is the first song that I wrote for the project. When you're in a video game, specifically virtual reality games, you can be anything you want to be. When you're on those games like that, you don't worry about the real life because it doesn't matter. You can be anybody you want to be, and I think I took advantage of that. There were several beautiful people that I met on there, but I was so upset because while I'm having this great time with these people and I'm genuinely getting along with them, there was still something in the back of my head that was like, they don't know who the real you is. So I got exposed for catfishing on the games, and they were in group chats talking about it, and I've never had the courage to view it. So this is scary. I feel so bad. Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. It's like I have no words. Because I did this, I take full responsibility. Oh my God. It was a double-edged sword because people didn't truly know who I was, and I was so complacent with the fact that they didn't know me that I just stayed on there for several years. That's one of my biggest regrets to this day. I still think about it every day, and I still think about them every day. And I think that that's what the song Video Games is about.
So I left school really inspired because we watched this movie called Marie Antoinette, and I really loved how the aesthetic was so royal and all that, and I really was inspired to produce a song that kind of took on that feeling. So you can kind of hear some Egyptian influence. I always wanted to add some Egyptian influence in my music, and this is Tut.
I was so obsessed with the luxury and the opulence, and I was like, I need this in black. I started like listing all of the things I'm insecure about. Started saying I'm insecure about my nose and my body shape, which are things that I still deal with today. I remember talking to my friends at lunch, and I'd just be like, if you could get plastic surgery, what would you get? Those were the type of conversations we would have, and it was so insane looking back at it because I was the first one to answer. I was like, I'll go first. I'll get upper blepharoplasty, a rhinoplasty, yes. I can laugh at it now, but it's deeply concerning. So, shout out to therapy. With video games, I was exploring other people, and it was kind of me doing what I felt like I could not in the real world. So I would be talking to different men, I'd be flirting with different men, and I think with Tut, I think that was me starting to fully accept myself for who I am, and I think that was just the turning point in the album.
Get your outfit for today.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away.
Tell me when to go.
I remember being in high school, and my teacher, she would tell me, Daniel, you were the exact type of person that I wanted to be in school. I was so shocked because I was faking it. I was faking my confidence. I was faking being outspoken. We had an assembly where we were voting for class president. Anybody could have ran. You just had to sign your name up, and I signed my name up. I remember having a Skittles wrapper over my mouth because this was during the height of the riots where it was the injustice towards George Floyd, and I wore a dashiki crown, and it gave very performative, but I was so serious. All we had to say was, "Hi, I'm Daniel Jones, I'm running for class president," etc. That's all we had to say. I gave a speech on the injustice that Black people face, and I was the friend that was too woke. And looking back at it, I'm not ashamed of it, but it's just, I was fully confident in that moment. I want to feel that feeling again. I haven't felt that in a while. I mean, it's true. I've had a lot of issues with my physical appearance, but all of that is your outer shell. I think what matters the most is on the inside. One of the things that have never changed is my confidence in being Black. I think that Black people are amazing. I think that the world is set up so we fail, and I think that's bullshit.
And I know when it's
I'm tired of my Black men and my Black women being shot, being killed by the NYPD. I'm tired of it. I have every Black man in my home. I'm tired.
Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind?
I'm just one of the people who is sick of the social order, sick of the establishment, sick to my soul of it all. To me, American society is nothing but a cancer, and it must be exposed before it can be cured.
This is Mom and the maid. Here. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen.
Where the man on Abby?
And this is the dining room table. And this is the nice view right here of the beach. Thank you guys for coming. We're gonna talk to you later. Bye.
I was such an extroverted kid. I was so bold. We had a school talent show, and everybody expected me to sing because I had just recently won a state competition for singing. But I like to do the unexpected. I like to do what people don't expect of me. So I just did a drum solo. They said I was jamming out. It sounded like pots and pans, I'm not gonna lie. I remember one of the last days of rehearsal. It was the last day, actually. The last act was my sister and her friends. Everybody was on stage. We were all having a great time because it was the last day. So everybody got on stage. I was air guitaring. Like, it was a great memory. So the day of the talent show, I went on stage. All you can see is me to the far right side. Then it's just them over here, and the camera is intentionally trying to put me out of the frame, even to the point where it was zooming in on them. And oh my gosh, it was such a hard watch. I could not watch it. You can literally hear the scattered laughing, just dancing, dude playing air guitar. And I am so embarrassed for my sister because I would be so mad. Like, why would you try to steal my moment like that? And I literally did the split. Now I can laugh at it because of how innocent it was and how pure. And I think as children, we're not really aware of the world and how things operate. So there's such a childlike innocence to it.
You can be my soulmate, a twin flame connection only. You're straight and I'm tired of being lonely. Let's stay, don't act like you wouldn't want me. I probably wouldn't find you cute, maybe if I knew the real you. Open your mind to trying something new.
I think when I started middle school is when I officially started shrinking myself. I felt like I had to be digestible. I needed to fit in. I remember all of my friends, they were going to parties, they were going to dances, and I was just so scared to even show up because I was afraid that I'd be judged. I never went to a dance because I was afraid that people would judge my style, the clothes that I wear. When the idea for Baggage first came to me, it was supposed to release on July 22nd, and 2021, and I wanted to wear like a little corset suit with it. It's the first song I ever wrote, called Sun. Yeah. Album lyrics. For my school prom, I was in class and I was just sketching out what my outfit was going to be. And I remember it was a white suit. It was all white. And I had an accessory. It was like large wings, large attachable wings. And I was going to make the wings. And yeah, it was that extra. And I was so serious too. I think I actually did make the wings. I don't have any images of it, but I know I made them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Be mine. Please be my soulmate.
Y'all gonna have me cry, y'all baby. I would just like to say I'm so proud of you guys. I know I have played a part in all of you guys' life, and I just want you to know, if you ever need teaching, she's what? Always there. So always keep God first and aim for higher dreams, because whatever you want, you can accomplish, no matter where you come from. Just put God first. Thank you.
Diligent and wise in your decision, and keep your box locked. Y'all know where the box is? All right, you have to have a special kind of key for the box.
It was an unspoken thing. I grew up around people accepting gay people. I never heard people saying homophobic things. I never heard that. My family never belittled another person for their sexuality. What really made me start feeling scared was going to school. When I started going to school, I started realizing that people will hate you for this. I lost several friends for people thinking I was gay. Every person that I knew up until middle school, they didn't hang out with me anymore. And there was nothing I did but be myself. So I think I was so scared, not because I would be judged by my family, but I just felt like I would be judged by the outside world. I remember people would ask me, and I don't think it was ever a thing of me being in the closet. I was never in the closet. I was afraid that you're telling me this is what I am, so I have to believe you. And I mean, look at me now. Obviously, they knew something I didn't.
I'm still recording, but I thought of something really, really funny. So when I record, I don't know why I feel comfortable doing this, but I do this like I'm trying to stand up or something. And like, I guess it helps me sing. But anyways, I thought of this time in Miss Betancourt's class. Me and Tamelia, we were acting like we were Nicki Minaj. And we were like, he ill, he deal, he might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got a right kind of, he called, he don't. I feel a little lost. I think I got a little crush on you. I hope it's not much, but girl, without you, I feel it. My heart singing down, 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 down.
The past songs up until that point were all in metaphor. I mean, it's all me singing about a potential. It's never me giving a exact gender. But with High Thoughts, that's me flat out saying, I like this man, I like men, and I think that was really important for me.
So, are you gay? And I've asked you several times, and you tell me no. So, are you? You can tell me if you are. I mean, I'm gonna love you regardless.
I am. I think I am.
You think you are?
Yeah. But I don't think that's why I'm wearing all of this. I just wear that because I like it.
And I might wear baggy clothes the next time. You know, I always wear baggy pants and baggy clothes. It just depends on how I'm feeling in the moment.
My relationship with my mom, at the time of writing it, it was a little strained. But I remember when I came out to her, I didn't officially come out. I remember I just started wearing braids. That's how I came out to her, I guess. I started wearing braids. I started dyeing my hair. And she didn't understand it.
Why you think that? I'm just trying to figure out why you think that.
I don't know. I don't think that I'm regular.
Why you don't think you're regular?
Because I don't want to be.
Why you don't want to be?
Because why would I?
I'm not understanding why would you? Why?
I feel like if I said I don't know what I am, you would have a problem with that. So I'm just answering your question.
No, I don't. I'm just trying to get the truth. I'm just trying to...
That is the truth.
My problem with that is you're trying to be a musician, right? And you want to come out with an album and all this kind of stuff, right? You have to do what you need to do to get where you want to be. And then once you get established, then you can do what you want to do, because at that point in time, people are going to love your music. They're going to either love you or hate you or not want to have anything to do with you. But while you're up and coming, you got to do things in order to get with it.
There's always going to be, there's someone for everybody. There's going to be people that can relate to me and the stuff that I sing about and the stuff that I do. And that's who I want to sell my music to. I don't want to sell it to people that don't even really care.
There's a very short list of queer icons. There's a short list of gay icons that were openly gay. I think that there are a lot of icons that are gay but never got the chance to come out. And I think with me wanting to become an artist, I had several different opportunities to make music and make acceptable music. But I think it was more important for me to capture authenticity rather than what people wanted me to be. I had a painting that I put in my state fair, and to basically sum up the painting, it was a black woman, and she was in chains, and she had a Bible to her chest. In the background, it was just a black background, but there was words everywhere. It was a language. And to me, that painting represented me in a way. I have dealt with not feeling enough. I have dealt with feeling chained by religion, by identity, by sexuality. After I painted that painting, I told myself, I'm gonna burn this painting when I graduate. The day of my graduation is when I'm gonna release it. And it's gonna serve as me releasing all of these negative feelings that I have towards myself and how the world views me as a black queer man. And I'm not gonna give a damn anymore.
I would.
You can't sit there by this fire with this thing burning. Definitely.
Okay.
Now we got the way to be back. Might.
What do I do?
Just light it from the bottom.
From the bottom of the thing?
No, boy. The bottom. Yeah.
On my graduation day, my uncle, he helped me. He didn't know anything about it. He did not know. He was so confused. My whole family was confused. They were like, what is wrong with this boy? Is he okay? Is he demonic? He helped me let go of it. He doesn't know. So I hope when he watches this, he'll finally realize what he helped me do 4 years ago. Yeah, I think that was one of the highlights of my life so far, was releasing that painting. And the fact that my uncle helped me with it, it just makes it even more special, because at that time I felt like I had nobody, and I felt like I was just alone, but nobody could tell. The fact that my uncle helped me do that, and that just showed me, even though he probably didn't even take it that way, but it just showed me that he's there for me no matter what. And when you're feeling alone, you need that reassurance. And I thank him forever. I thank my family, even though they may not understand where I come from with certain things, they'll always be supportive.
So I've been cleaning my room out and rearranging it, like the whole bed and everything, because I have some really, really big stuff planned. And I just been moving my bed. I just got everything out. So this is like my little studio thing right here. See, this is it, and then this is the mic or whatever. But here's the funny part. So my mom came in, and I had no space for my drawer and everything, so I just moved it in the closet, and I moved some clothes, and my mom saw it, and she was, let me just show you real quick. And this is the light. I know this looks crazy, but this is just the light, like, because it's dark in here, and I just moved the clothes over some, but she was like, this is a shrine, and are you worshiping demons and stuff?
People thought that I was looking for attention, that I was just acting out, but in reality, I was screaming for help. I was screaming to anybody that would listen, and nobody listened. I mean, these are common things with people that go through what I went through. We often feel unheard. So what I started to do was, I realized that when I would sing, people would listen, and people would really, really enjoy it. So I started to sing all the time, just to feel like I mattered. And it really caused me to fall out of love with singing in general. I think my relationship with religion was scorned as well, because I would sing in church. In my mind, I'm like, I want to do this because people will finally listen to me, but are they really listening? Do they really care? I didn't realize until recently that I struggle with anxiety. The fact that I would do that so young, it messes with your head. It got so bad to the point where I was regretting going to church. I hated going to church. Now my relationship with God and singing is a lot better, because I had to take a break. I had to take a 3-year break from all singing and all church going, and I think it made my relationship with God and religion in general much stronger.
When I was recording this, I just had to light every candle in my room and just have a little intimate performance for the song. One day I thought I could fly, but turns out my wings were clipped in twos and I was broken inside. The traumas that bonded me to you and really opened my eyes.
My dad passed away on June 17th, 2019.
Come on and fellowship with us. You're going to be blessed. I love you now. Bye-bye.
It was Father's Day, and I remember texting him. He texted me back. He was like, thanks, son. Did you get the pics that I sent? And just, trying to follow up the conversation. And I never responded. I never texted him. I never answered his calls. I don't think I ever forgave him while he was alive. And the fact that I don't have a chance to now, it makes me feel stuck. I remember writing in my journal, because it was a full moon, I was writing, I release everything that doesn't serve me anymore. And then I remember waking up that next morning, and I was woken up sudden. It was, I was at a summer camp, and I thought I was in trouble. I thought they were kicking me out or something. So I was like, what did I do? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm getting kicked out. I see my sister crying, and then they tell me that my dad passed away. In my mind, why would this happen after I write that? I felt so stuck. And it's a feeling that I can't put into words. I don't talk about it a lot. But I remember when my dad passed away, they asked me to sing at the funeral. And I didn't want to. I just wanted to grieve. But I felt like it wasn't an option. Would my dad be proud of me if he was still alive? You know, they always say that when one of your loved ones passes away, they send you signs that they're still around you. And I haven't gotten a sign, so he's been gone for like 6 years now. I only had a dream about him one time out of those 6 years. And the dream was so vivid that I knew every single detail. That's what I wrote Reprise about. But to answer your question, yeah, I don't know. Planes was the last song that I wrote for the album. I say Planes is the heart of Baggage. I think that Planes is the most honest and realist songs that I have ever made. Planes is about several forms of grief. Grief for people that aren't there anymore. Grief for people that still are here, but you just can't talk to them anymore. I remember I reached out to one of my friends in Germany, and I was so scared to reach out to him because I was so scared that he would see who I've become and that he would not want anything to do with me. And I just had to really sit with that and why I'm feeling that way.
Hello? Hey.
Ma'am?
I'm not telling you not to express yourself. I'm not telling you not to be who you are. I'm not saying any of that. I think I've already told you that you're my child. I'm going to accept you for whoever you are. You know, whatever your choices are. I love you and I will always accept you. But what I don't accept is the disrespect. You've always been a respectful child until just recently. But I've already told you, you know, I accept you for who you are. I'm just trying to tell you to do certain things or whatever for your benefit. Because I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to condemn you. I'm not trying to condemn you at all. All I'm trying to tell you is sometimes there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you have to tone things down, you know, in order to keep the peace. You know, I'm not concerned about who you are. I'm not concerned about, you know, your femininity or whatever, for lack of a better term. I'm not concerned about that. That's on you. All I be trying to tell you is you have to be careful how you present yourself out in the world, because there are so many mean and hateful people that may see you walking, doing, or whatever out in public and just shoot and kill you for no reason. They don't know you. All they know is they don't like those kind of people. And it's sad, you know, because nobody want to see their children hurt, you know, any family member hurt or anything because of who they are. And that's all I be trying to tell you is be careful of how you do and what you do out in public because of all this hate that's in this world. That's all I be trying to tell you. You know, more gay people are coming out. you know, and stuff like that. And if that's what they want, then that's fine. All I want you to do is to listen to what they tell you and stuff like that, and be aware of things. Be aware of the things that you need to be aware of, to be careful so that nobody will hurt you. Because you hear all the time of how people, you know, they go out to these bars and stuff like that and pick up other people and they kill them for no reason. And they be good people, will give you the world. But they just kill them. That's all I want you to do. Yeah. That's it. And I appreciate you, you know, you telling me what you sent to me. You could have told me that, but you know, it's fine that you texted or whatever. Sometimes you just have to sit there and talk to people until they understand what you're trying to tell them. Because people don't always know your way, how you feel, anything like that. Sometimes you gotta explain yourself to people so that they can learn. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to tell me? So, did anybody do anything to you when you were younger that I don't know about?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, then.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm just done. It's such a hard life to live when, you know, you just constantly feel like nobody will accept you for being who you are. And then on top of that, you're black in America. And then you're gay, a gay black person in America. It's just so hard, and it's so tiring. It's so tiring having to always explain that you can't change who you are, or nothing happened to you when you were younger. I'm just tired. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired.
I had to learn that people might not accept you. They might not accept you for who you are. And that's completely fine. That has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. And you just have to live your life for you. I chased acceptance. I chased understanding. I wanted people to understand me. And people didn't. That was just a bitter realization that you have to go within yourself and you have to love yourself first.
I do agree that I've had it easier than most people, though. I have accepting people in my corner. You know, they're not that conservative. I just feel so terrible for the people who don't have anybody, but I mean, my people accept me to a certain extent, I guess.
I think last year, I finally texted her. She called me, and she was just reassuring me that she does accept me, and I think that was very needed. And after we had that conversation, we got a lot better.
I saw you in my dreams last night. The world was bright, the stars aligned. Then I could fly you upon my eye. The sun was shining, I was blind. Then you came to me. I couldn't see, felt your peace. I tried to speak the words you teach, and all of me began to weep.
I started Baggage in 2019, 2020. I wanted to release it right after I graduated, so I wouldn't have to go to college, so I could just be an artist full time and travel the world. But looking back now, I think that everything needed to happen how it happened. I knew that Baggage needed more than I could give it at the time. A lot of the themes are the same in Baggage, but it wasn't real. I didn't mean what I was saying. The content is still the same, but the meaning behind it was a lot different. It was me wanting to be that version of me. Versus now, I finally feel like I'm there. Now I'm so much more confident in who I am as a person. And I just wasn't that back then. I remember taking a break from it. I needed that break from singing. I needed that break from music altogether. And all I can remember is me coming home from school and me not having a job again. And something just told me, make a documentary, because I was recording little clips on my phone and I had a lot of little home videos. And I just decided to put all of that together and make a documentary.
With my heart, how you even think you got this far, this far? I can believe
the time makes you older. Children get older, but I'm getting older too. So are you sure? Never have I ever been more.
I don't know much about us, but I've been side by you. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. Why you ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door.
Want some tomatoes? Come and get some tomatoes. Everybody likes some tomatoes in Alabama town.
If little Daniel can see where and how far we've came, I think he'd be a little disappointed. He would be like, why are we not a star yet? Why are we still not famous yet? But I think he'd be content. I think he'd be very happy because he never changed. He never changed his goal. He always wanted to be one thing, that was an artist that makes music, that inspires people, that tells his story. Through whatever medium, through my 3DS videos, hooting and hollering and screaming in the mic, to YouTube, to everything, to acting. I channel that creative energy, and I've always done that, and I've never changed. And I think he would be so happy to know that in the end, he never changed. There were moments where I almost gave up on myself. There were moments where I started to shrink. There were moments where I didn't recognize myself.
So I told myself, I was like, if maybe I should be a stripper doesn't really do good or do as good as I think it should, then I'm just going to stop this whole music shit. I'm going to pursue my studies. But I just had this urge to start writing again and to keep writing and to produce some more. And that's when I realized that this is in me. Like, I'm meant to be doing this right now. And I just can't stop because it's in my blood. And I'm just really happy how it's all coming together. And it's all like really like clicking. Like all the puzzle pieces are coming together so smoothly. And I'm just really, really, really excited. And Baggage is a hit.
I think that this project will serve forever to me personally as just a testament of loving yourself and overcoming trauma and becoming the best version of yourself. And I hope that whoever listens to it, I hope it inspires them to do the same and to tell their story, because I believe everybody has a story. Everybody has a goal. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a purpose. And all I can do is share mine, and I just hope that people share theirs as well.
Hello, I'm Jones, and I will be doing a front flip.
4:45, woke up with you on my mind. Then it was 9:30 and we were booking a flight. Watching Frank singing live, I played his songs the whole ride. Then we said our goodbyes, too bad it was the last time. Wish I had all the time to say what was on my mind. 25th in the morning, we were piling the snow. Looking through all our movies, watching no talent shows. 25th was still morning and it's hard to let it go. But the older I grow, it seems like I'll never know. Wish I had all the time to say what was on my mind. I cling to you.
This presence in the room, and it was like it was trying to pull the covers off, and I'm holding the covers, and I was saying to myself, I said, I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus.
That's what I was saying
in the name of Jesus. And after that, it's like it released.
Cling to you,